just something a bit different about Drone Sim World. Because I'm going to do a tier list. Just ignore these adverts that are showing up constantly. So I've got all three of the main... So I've got mainland Europe, UK and America in. So as you can tell, that's all the German ones that are in TSW5. Anyway, we'll go through the list. We've got obviously S, A, B, C, D and E and F, and obviously haven't played. This tier list isn't mine. These are all made before obviously the E94 was released, which is a couple of days from when I'm doing this, and probably obviously by the time you're seeing this, this obviously Manchester Airport link will be out for British, so I don't really think that's obviously not even in that chat on anyway either. Anyway, how's? Should we get onto the list? I just go through the order which they're on the bottom list down there. So I'm not going to actually change too much of these, but what I could say is S tier is obviously the greatest tiers, greatest of all hells. Obviously, then you got A, B, C, D, and D, and then F, which is obviously a big fat fail, and then obviously haven't played. So straight and simple, Frankfurt S-Bahn can go straight into haven't played, and if I did play it, it'd be an F. Yes, I'm a console player. Anyway, so, and actually, I think, yeah, that's all. That's all the ones that need to go in the F. In haven't played here. So, we are going straight into it with the Dutch route. So I'm going to Gunnerden. I'm pronouncing that like no one's business. I haven't played it that much, annoyingly, since I had that problem that all my save the TSW5 decided to have a corrupted save file. Obviously, that the level's back down to 1 again, but down to 1 because of that, and have no service played. And I've only done 2, so I can't really say too much on that. So for now, it's gonna have to go into the middle of the road, so C tier. On to the Mankalmbahn, which is a decent route. I would have said that it's a shame that it's obviously set in old times, but the loco you get getting it, which is the BR, the OBB 1020, not 1020, whatever it is, the Crocodile, is a decent train. And it's obviously by trains from Germany. Goes from Rossi Innsbruck to Garmin-Partersson, which technically, if they did a Munich to Garmin-Partersson, you could have the whole line technically. I'm going to admit, it's not an S tier, but it is an A tier route. Once again, on to Mannheim to Kazakhstan. I haven't driven it enough to give it a rating, personally. Once again. And so, yeah, once again, it's going to have to go with the Dutch route midway because I can't really do anything about it. But I know from what I did have seen of it, it is a decent route though. So on to the first of, technically this is the gameplay pack of the BR111. So it's a gameplay pack which comes with a new timetable for Frankfurt S-Bahn, not Frankfurt S-Bahn, Frankfurt Fulda, which is a decent route. It's just a shame that we've got problems. Go away. So on that route. So yeah, I'm gonna say it is a B tier. It'd be a bit more B tier for now, and where they are on the list will be a little bit with fine adjustments in later on. Vectron, the Flux train, the Vectron, I should say, is a decent train. There's nothing about that. It's a decent train. So once again, go away. So, on to Frankfurt Folder. Yeah, it has to be B tier. Like I said, the problems that we have on it, the lag on console is absolutely atrociously bad. It's not been sorted out yet. But apart from that, it is a decent route. Decent length, decent layering. Better than, obviously, the S-Bahn route because it has none on that route as well. So, yeah. On to the Expert 101. This is hard because I'm not kidding. But the Expert 101 is getting more now on routes. So I think it could well be. I'm not a German rail fan, so I can't fully put it in the S tier because of that reason. So it will be an A tier. But do I think it's better than you know what? Actually, I think it could go there. So it is close to being a S tier. The BR218. Yeah, that can go straight there because it is a decent train. On to the Semrenbahn. So technically the fullness of the first time that we actually had an Austrian route in the game. The loco is perfect. Once again, we haven't got anything in this tier yet though. Am I being slightly too biased on putting it up there because it's an Austrian route? And I really don't mind the Austrian content. No. For me, yeah, it's a decent route. I'm not ignoring what people say. Oh, it's literally a couple bends and it's a dead straight bit. It's a mountain railway. It's not going to be straight. Rosenheim to Salzburg. To be fair, it's not the best routes. It's not. I wouldn't say it's a fail or D, but it's still one of the Bs. And because it's not got problems on it now, it will go for a high B. This can change before end. On to the not San Bernardino, the Benelli line. For this one, yeah, it's going up into B. Rivet Games has their haters. I'm not one of them, but it's not. Yeah, it's not brilliant. So it's not S or A, but it's definitely not rubbish. On to one that can go straight into F because it's the. I haven't played it, but I know it's on the Rosalini, and I have picked it up, so I have to put it in F tier. The main town barn, straight and simple. It's a good route. It's not brilliant, but it's a good route. Right, I'm gonna have to change. I'm gonna put both Rectrons up into S tier because beautiful. S Bahn of Vorarlberg. They say it's got. If it didn't have the sounds of the tan wrong, it would be up there here a bit more. It's got wrong sounds on there, so I don't think it deserves a D tier though, or C tier. It's a B tier. So I believe that's the ICE pack. So, isn't it? Yeah, it is. That's the Pride ICE and the green ICE one. That can go into D tier because it's literally just substitution on one route. Link up the Rheinstrecke. It's actually a decent route, so it can go into A tier. New Journeys. Donk. Yeah, New Journeys pack. I think this might be the only time I put a gameplay pack into S tier. Because in the German sense, it is perfect. Before the redone timetable on Copenhagen, New Journeys expansion pack had the best timetable for Copenhagen. Not without a doubt. On to Brennan Oldenburg. I'm going to go through some of these quickly. You can go into B tier. The MRC can go. Actually, I'm going to put it in the C tier because it's still decent loco. It's the best 182 that we've got now in the game. But there, Konarken, you know it's one of my favourite routes. I think by now in German, I've learnt it. Hudless. Near the Talbarn, I'm not putting this tier because I don't actually think it's deserving of it, to be honest. But it's a high A at least, but not. But I think, does it go over? Yeah, it actually goes over. Onto the the 3 stations route. It can be a D tier, even though it's a decent high speed route. Yeah, don't get me wrong. The loco getting 401 is decent, but I can't see it being high. Once again, another Rivet Games content goes into F with the Lizard and the Circe. With Lizard Circe. The Tyrande ramp can actually go into an A tier. The RHB Anniversary Pack is going in D. It's a decent timetable with a bunch of liveries. The G6 can go up an A tier because it is a decent one. The Vaca Dresden, no doubt it can go into up top. Hamstrucker Lubeck, Hamburg Lubeck can go. I'm actually going to admit it can go into B tier. 101 standard 101. Well, if I put the original one in there, I'm going to put the standard one in there as well. The 187 D tier. S-Bar, the French route can go in there. The 363, which is unfortunately now become quite a used loco, I think, for shunting rides, can go up there. Hamburg, Munich, Augsburg. I think if it was up here at one point, it's gone. It's slowly making its way down the list now, I think, in terms of quality routes. Because it needs a new timetable. We've got enough stock in it for it now. It needs it. 204. Yeah, it's sadly very, very close to being an F tier now. It's been completely forgotten. I think it's the first time that Dovetail have actually placed it on a route is the redone timetable in Konarken. You can't play. You don't have any timetable for it, but it's on the route. So yeah, it's very much in the need of help. Hamstrucker, Ryan Raw can go there, and Ryan Rawson can go the same area. So the BR155 is a decent DLC. The loco's decent to drive. The 182 for Rapid Transit is also going to go in. Actually, no, it can go there. Hamstrucker Munich main Spessard Barn needs an update badly for a bit more of an upgrade. Right, this is biased, but I like Rose ignored. The Rosalini can go down there. As you can guess why, literally Rivet Game Central and Rapid Transit can actually go up into there. So, that is probably going to be the list, actually. Yeah. Comment down below if you think I'm perhaps a bit too biased, but yeah, I think that's a fair one. This is my own opinion. So, on to the American one. So, straight and simple, if that one can go in there, you can go into there because you're Christmas one. But what we got, yeah, we can vote with all these. So, we've got the Boston to Worcester, can go there. San Bernardino, Long Island can go straight up to S tier. I haven't played you enough, but I know I have seen liveries go around. Yeah, you're absolutely rubbish of a route. That is the gameplay pack. Actually, you can go down there. I don't mind that route. So it will go to B. It does have a bit of lag. Actually, no, it can go there. It's got lag, but it's actually fine. So straight up to that, no doubts on that one. Gameplay pack doesn't deserve to go with that. I don't think those two do. Nor does that. Your liveries actually, yeah, those can go down there actually. Sandpatch Grey can go to a C. So Cat actually, you can go up a tier because I don't mind that route. This route is in desperate need of more content. Bad time. Sherman Hill can go actually on the same level. Horseshoe Curve, I haven't drove it since they've updated it, so it can go there. That is, I think if we get an update on this route, it will push it up. Cane Creek can have the exact same treatment there. The C40 can go on the same level as Sandpatch, I think. The original Long Island can go into the F tier now. Actually, that's the M3. So no, you can go up to B. You can go up to You can stay on B tier. Rest in peace, Peninsula Corridor. But yeah, it can go. That can go into B tier. Oakville subdivision. Once again, it needs a flaming update. Big time. That can go up there now, actually. Baby Bullet, Peninsula Corridor, straight and simple. They are one of my favourite DLC is Peninsula Corridor. So that can go up actually. So yeah. And then like original Long Island can go into the F tier now because obviously Long Island commuter has 100% overtaken the lifespan of that route away. So I think that was very quick, but I'm trying not to be too biased. But at the same time it might come out of like that. But I will say one thing about this. I don't actually think we can move any of those, can I? No. Because I think that will be fine. And finally, let's go to the British one and do UK list. So, this is all the UK ones, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's got Thomas the Tank Engine. It doesn't have the London Brighton South Coast version. So for this one, it's the only one that I don't have anything that can go into that list there by the looks of it. Yeah, that's actually fine by me. Go away, adverts down there. So, on to the first thing. We've got the military pack. I haven't played too much of it. And I say haven't played, haven't got is the idea for those, really. So, I'm going to put that into C tier. I'm going to put... Actually, that can actually go up there because they do actually substitute into the normal timetable, the wagon, the cargo stuff does. For now, that can go down there. So Thomas the Tank Engine is going to be a D tier. Actually, that's one I can put in haven't played. Is you. Yeah, it's not a fail because I know why it's been done. It's for the children. But I wish they did actually kind of tie the expert controls into it and actually have it so if you had the expert controls, it would actually be a bit more normal for Steam Engine. Cardiff City Network. I haven't played it enough to be up here, so beat it. Once again, I haven't actually used them yet, so C tier. Pendolino. West Coast Main Line South, however, can go down there. That was the route, by the way, I had the problem on. The 380 can go straight up there. Obviously, that can go up there because that's beautiful. Still waiting for the fire circle timetable. I somehow guessed this route was coming out, but that needs the timetable, I think, still now. Cargo volume. Overground. Can go here. So that's the Engineering Express pack. I'm going to put it there just for deliveries. That can go down. That's a bit of an F, really. It's a shame that so far that's the only pack that they've actually released. Right, I'm going to put them in that pack. That will be up here if they're any good as well. Flying Scotsman, Steam Loco, I'm biased. East Coast Main Line. It can go into beta. If it was south, it would be much better, but I think it would be much more laggier. Glossop Line can go into C tier. The Rogs 37 can go there. It's decent for one type of things. Midland Main Line can go up there. Blackpool. Big Forest can go up there. 700 can go up there. A D tier for the Steam Loco pack, or it would be higher if there wasn't bugs on it. You know if you know what I mean by bugs. You're actually a decent route. You've become a bit more of a decent route, so I'm actually going to put you up into A tier, Edinburgh to Glasgow. It's on the same line as the 158, definitely. The Silver 72, well, I'm going to put it straight in there because it doesn't substitute. Birmingham Cross City, well, I think it deserves a C. Only because Birmingham's empty, it's in a desperate need of an overhaul around there for timetable. That's not going to be an easy job, obviously, for Dovedale. The RHTT, well, it's not an F, it's definitely not a D, so it can be a C. Island Line, I'm biased, like no one's business. Bakerloo can go up there. Spirit of Steam, I will admit, can go down to B. It's being outshone by Peak Forest now. Southeastern can go up there. West Cornwall Local can go into A. It can go into F tier, even though 150 is not bad. London Brighton, it's known to crash, so it can go into A tier because it's known to crash. The 1938 Tube Stock DLC is actually quite a solid B, I would have said. Kafka, after the update, it's better. I wouldn't strictly say it's an A route, but an S tier, but it is an A tier. Diesel Legends is probably best off to say it's a C tier. The 313, that's actually that can go in there. It's a decent pack, even though you can't see it. Island Line, can't be biased, but if the original one can go in there, it would be an S tier if it had the right sounds, and obviously everything else. So obviously the updated one would be definitely it would be A stars. No, come on. Choppers, that can go there. East Coast Way. Sorry, British Ace, but it can go down to B because London Brighton does outshow it a bit more now, and the sounds are on the 377 atrociously awful. 31, might as well go with the 30. Antes Valley is a beautiful route. You're decent as well, straight and simple. I'm going to put the standard, that one. Oh no, I like the 33, so biased. Perhaps NTP. Actually, I like Northern Transpennine. It's an empty route, but it needs a lot more. It does. It's like Tees Valley. It needs an overhaul. West Somerset, ate it. Great Western. For now, it's going to be an A tier, but it might change when the update comes out. So, there is my actual picks. So yeah, so back through them again, just in case you've completely forgotten. Obviously, there's the American ones, and there's the German one as well. So obviously, you can find these on Tier Maker. So I'll just open a new page quickly so you can find where they are. And just go here and just, for me, I don't need to save also Trains in World. So there's those three. There are others, they're old ones now. There's a lot on here as well. So yeah, there's a lot on here. A lot of ads as well. Train Conductor World levels. What? Know it. Anyway. So yeah, there you go. That's where you can find those. So I will leave you here then, guys. So thank you very much for watching this not quick video, which I was expecting it to be. But like I said, it wasn't going to be quick. I can see that straight simple now. But I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. If I made these myself, there'd be one for the routes, one for loco DLCs, and one for gameplay packs. So, once again, thank you very much for watching. You now know my opinions and things. Feel free to comment yours down below. I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and have an awesome day. How about going to check out another video I'll probably put in the end as well, or through it as well. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and have an awesome day. Or should I say evening now? Goodbye.